In this video, we'll talk about the other three techniques which are included under arts, that is GIFT, AI and ICSI. So let us start with the second one, that is GIFT, gift. The full form is gamete intrafallopian transfer. This technique is normally used for females, and the purpose is that the egg is to be transferred into the fallopian tube, as the name says, gamete intrafallopian, and the gamete which is transferred is the egg. It is transferred in the fallopian tube, inside the fallopian tube. Now, the question comes, why should the egg be transferred in the fallopian tube? The reason could be that either the egg is not properly formed or the fimbriae are not able to collect the egg. So, in this case, this is for female and there is a condition that they should have at least one patent or normal functioning fallopian tube with one normal fallopian tube. The egg is collected from the ovary and it is transferred into the fallopian tube. In the fallopian tube, normal fertilization would take place. This technique can also be used for females who produce sperm antibodies in the vaginal secretion. So this is again a condition. This is used for females who produce sperm antibodies. So in this case, there are certain chemicals which are not helping in this process, and this technique can be used, and that is why it is known as gamete intrafallopian transfer. The second technique, third on our list, is AI. This is called artificial insemination. Artificial insemination. The condition where this is required is normally if the male partner is suffering from oligospermia. If male has oligospermia. Now what happens if male has oligospermia? The sperm count in every ejaculate is less. So this ejaculate is collected and then it is artificially put into the vagina of the female. And then the sperm, because now it is 2 or 3 ejaculates together which have been put in the vagina, the sperm will be able to move up to the fallopian tube. In oligospermia, the number of sperms per ejaculate is very less. And we know that the sperms have to encounter physical and chemical barriers before they can reach up to fallopian tube. So by artificial insemination, more sperms can be put in the vagina and then the process is going to be natural. Now sometimes, as we were talking about this condition, if the condition is the same, that means sperm antibodies are produced, then also this is done. But in that case, the sperms are directly put into the uterus. Then that technique is known as artificial uterine insemination. And in this case, as the name tells us, the sperms or the semen would be put directly into the uterus so that this problem can also be taken care of. The sperms can be taken from the male partner, that is husband, or it could be from the donor also. The next technique is, the fourth here is ICSI. This is intracellular sperm injection. And in this case, the sperm is directly injected into the ovum. Now this is a very, very specialized condition. Again, there can be various reasons for performing this. But the aim of all these techniques, these 4 techniques which we have listed out here, which come under arts, that is assisted reproductive technology. The basic purpose is to help the couple have children if there is some kind of problem or issue associated with their reproductive system. So when we are talking of reproductive health, in the beginning we said controlling population or overpopulation is also one aspect of reproductive health, and having children is also essential, and that is also a part of reproductive health. So couples who are not able to have children in a normal manner, there are certain techniques which help them have children in a normal condition, and these are certain techniques which we have talked of. So with this, the chapter that is reproductive health is complete.